Hi, I'm Dr. Candace Thrash. I'm a board-certified dermatologist at Sanova Dermatology. I'm located in the Bee Cave office. I'm so excited to talk to you today about Daxxify. Daxxify is the newest neuromodulator to the market, and it's the biggest innovation we've had in the neuromodulator market in over 20 years.
Let's go. Ain't no other like we. Running things so easy. Cross the country like ski. That's you, that's me, that's we, that's we. Ain't no other like we. Running things so easy. Cross the country like ski. That's you, that's me, that's we, that's we. I'm a diamond, one of a kind. Cut 10 face like a Gemini. High shine when I'm in the light. Catch a knife, I'm in a different climate. I'm a diamond, one of a kind. Cut 10 face like a Gemini. High shine when I'm in the light. Catch a knife, I'm in a different climate.
So Daxxify is a neurotoxin. So neurotoxins are things you may be familiar with like Botox and Dysport and Xeomin. Neurotoxins are used to paralyze muscles, the muscles of facial expressions that cause lines. So Daxxify is the newest neurotoxin to the market. Daxxify is unique because the active molecule is paired with a peptide. Peptides are proteins that change the function of a molecule. The peptide in Daxxify holds it where it needs to do its job for a longer period of time, giving you a longer lasting duration. Daxxify is used to treat glabellar lines. So glabellar lines are these lines that we get right between our eyes when we squeeze this muscle. Some people refer to those lines as the 11s. So that's the FDA indicated use for Daxxify. Like any neurotoxin, a qualified injector, an experienced injector may choose to use it in other areas such as the peri-orbit or on the forehead, but the FDA approval for Daxxify is for these lines right here. In clinical studies, patients who got Daxxify saw a mean duration of about 6 months for treatment. There were some patients in the study who had results that lasted up to 9 months. There were some patients that saw results that lasted less than 6 months. But on average, however long a typical neurotoxin lasts you, you should expect to get about double that duration out of Daxxify. The other neat thing about Daxxify is it's taking effect very quickly. When we do a typical neurotoxin, we tell patients that, all right, you're not going to see anything different tomorrow, but in 7 to 10 days, you should see it kick in and take full effect. Daxxify will start kicking in within 24 to 48 hours. It may take 10 to 14 days for it to take its full effect as well, but you'll see effect of it in 24 to 48 hours, most likely. Anyone who would be a candidate for any other neurotoxin is a candidate for Daxxify. So patients who used products like Botox or Xeomin or Dysport before would be a good candidate for Daxxify, particularly if they're happy with the results when they get that done, but they find that it's wearing off too quickly. Since Daxxify should last longer for most patients than their other neurotoxin, it's a great solution for busy people who just don't have time to come into the office 3 or 4 times a year. With Daxxify, we hope that you can get just 2 treatments a year and get that same result. Now, if you've never used a neurotoxin before, you could still be a candidate for it. Like I said, it's great for treating the lines between the eyes. So if you squeeze here and you see a furrow here, that's a great opportunity for Daxxify. Might also be good in certain patients to be used around the eyes or on the forehead.
We're visiting the Old Metairie office at Sanova Dermatology today to try Daxxify, which is an alternative to Botox and Dysport. Today we are seeing Dr. Christy Charles, and you're going to want to learn more because their Bloom Cosmetic call-in event is May 4th and 5th, and this is the best cosmetic savings of the season. I'm making these silly faces because they're taking my pictures. We want to see where my frown lines and my smile lines are so we know exactly where we want to place the Daxxify. Next up, I head to the treatment room, and Dr. Charles actually laid out where she wants to place each syringe specifically for my face and how many units in which spots. And you can see that they're all drawn up here, and they actually write it on the paper as well. The first step is her marking my face exactly where she intends to place each syringe. If you've never done this type of treatment before, don't be afraid of it. The syringes are very small, and they take their time and explain it to you, tell you when they're about to do the procedure, and it's actually like a pinch on your face. The difference between Daxxify and the other products is that this one is intended to last on average about 6 months, and it's unique in its formulation. It uses a different peptide as a stabilizer that does not contain any human or animal byproducts. The units translate differently than Botox and Dysport, and your doctor can customize these and manage a plan that's perfect for you. Dr. Charles was wonderful, and I cannot wait to see the results. To save on neurotoxins, dermal fillers, chemical peels, and more, visit SanovaDermatology.com for the best savings of the season.